Hello, my dear viewer. This is the Dukas Copy webinars. Not the webinars, I'm sorry. I have actually this habit of saying it webinars. This is now the Dukas Copy Academy, and I'm your host here. My name is Rakesh, and you are watching Forex Trading with Rakesh. So, this is 25th of January 2024. The day is Thursday. We will be talking about the major currency pairs, the key levels in those pairs, and how we can use those key levels in our trading. What are the market directions? What are the current biases based on the daily markets? So we'll be discussing all this in the next 30 to 45 minutes. And in the process, if you have any questions or queries, I'll be addressing them also. We'll have a slight touch of the risk management here. We'll talk about a bit about the risk management, position sizing also. Other than the majors, I think I will also look at the New Zealand, I mean Kiwi, New Zealand dollar and the Canadian dollar, because we have been watching it from last week. Thereafter, we will touch Bitcoin, the Brent crude oil, and the gold. Okay. If you have any specific pair or cross that you want me to have a look at, or any commodity, or say any stock that you know is being traded in the Dukas Copy platform, you can let me know, and we will have a live discussion about that also. And this webinar will only be based on the price action. Please do not ask me anything that is fundamental in nature, because this is purely technical and price action oriented webinar. Okay. Thank you very much for your understanding. By the way, if you say hello in this chat, I will come to know that you are here, and we can have a very interactive session, which is obviously longer but more meaningful here. So let's begin with with the risk disclaimer. Okay, before I show you the risk disclaimer, I must tell you that this is only for the information purpose. Whatever I say, please do not trade directly from that. Suppose I say that okay, you can buy here, you can sell here, it doesn't mean that I'm asking you to buy. I'm just saying that this is a possibility. Okay, but if still you want to trade on that, that is your own discretion, but I will request that you please do your own research before you put your money on the line. My analysis is, I will say, to some extent it is okay, and if you find it good, you can follow it, but discretion is yours. So let me take you to the standard risk disclaimer, and then we will quickly hop on to the charts. Please, if you want to pause the video, you are welcome to pause the video here so that you understand it completely. The risk is really associated while you are trading the forex market, and if there is a margin associated with it, then it is extremely likely that you will lose lot of money if you do not use it properly. Okay, it is a two-headed sword where you can lose quickly, you can actually gain quickly with the more leverage. I cannot stress it more, you can understand it completely and then only move on to the charts. So for my side, the first chart that I'm going to show you, as always, is the US dollar index. Now from here, initially you might think that, oh, what is happening here in this region? But he has written that the bias is bullish. What does it mean? Yeah. What does it mean? What does it mean? Now, if you carefully look at the daily time frame, this was a low, this high broke this high. That means this is a new high. So we were looking for a new low, and then we were looking for a new high, which has happened. Thereafter, we were looking for a new low and a new high, but this formed in a single daily candle. So is it a valid high? We cannot be sure. But if we go on the 4-hour time frame, then yes, this is a valid high. Let's see. On the 4-hour time frame, this is a valid high. So is it a valid break of this low? Yes, this is a valid break, but this is not a break and close. If there is a break and close, then this broken low starts acting as a resistance. But yes, it has traded below this. That means the sellers were able to push the prices lower. Now the price is headed again higher by making higher highs and higher lows. Now this very critical thing here, that if the price fails to go higher than 103.62, then there's a very high probability that it will make a new low which is lower than this one here. Okay, so 102.57 will be exposed if the price fails to go beyond 103.62 here. So in the process, there is a probability that this channel will break to the downside. Understood? Not understood. If you have any question, please let me tell you. Please ask me the question and I will answer you. So far, so good. All right. So we are saying bias is bullish, but that is on the basis of the daily, because on the basis of daily we need to go below this candle here. Okay, the price made a high here. Yeah. There are so many lines, so I will just remove all the channels which are not required here and all this bullshit and this channel also, so that our charts are clean. So what I was trying to say you here is that this is now the market. This is now the market. So this will be valid only if the price goes beyond this. Okay, then this will be a valid low. This one will become a valid low only if the price goes beyond this one. Now the problem here is that this is the one low and this is the another low. Now this one, if we consider, this one has formed in the similar candle, in the single candle, whereas this was formed later on. So we can consider this low also or this also, but if you go to the 4-hour, you will have a clear-cut idea that this low was formed after this high was formed. Okay, I will show you. You look at this. The price was here and then it went, say, higher first and thereafter it came lowered. So that's why this is like high, low, high. So this becomes a valid low. So what do? We make a line here and thereafter we turn it to the daily and we notice that this low is around 101.63. So till the time this low is not broken, we cannot be seller in this market. That's why the bias is still bullish, although there was a sell yesterday, but the bias was bullish. That's why on the 4-hour, if you can see, the price went lower but immediately was bought back by the buyers, pushing the prices higher. Now if the price breaks through 103.62, we will become buyers in this market. Okay, we are not buying right now because here there is a break of the previous low on the 4-hour. 4-hour was a sell. Right now the 4-hour is a buy, but we have to close or cross above 103.62 for us to become buyers again in the US dollar. I hope I am understood by now. So what is happening in the euro? Why we have written the bias is bullish? Yesterday we were looking for some, I think, selling opportunity. No, buying opportunity. So the bias was bullish based on this high here, and eventually we were looking for something like this. It went higher but was stopped here and come back. Okay, so this is the, it retraced first, it retraced approximately. Okay, it went here, it found the support in the region which we were looking for, but thereafter it was sold off. I'm not sure about what for it was sold off. So let us check if there was any economic event. Yes, there were economic event. Mm. Okay, based on these values, I really don't understand actually these market news. But I think because of some market, there was a lot of movement here in this region, and thereafter there was selling with the very high volumes. But okay, it has not been able to close or trade below this previous day's low. So still we are holding at 1.08218, which is the previous low, or I will say the yesterday's low, I think. Yeah, day before yesterday. So this low, till the time it is holding, we can be confident, but I think the price has a downside target now of 1.0724. So after the price made this low on the daily, this was just a pullback to push the prices lower from the seller side at least. So why not to clean the charts and have a look at it? What did happen just now? So the price was making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Thereafter, it made a low here, then it made a high here, and it made a lower low here. So we are looking for a lower high that happened, and now there has been a lower low earlier actually. Okay, so this is expected, and this had happened. All right, so 1.0724 is the target on the downside. The bias is bullish. I don't know which basis we have written it, maybe on the basis of 1 hour, but we have to check the bias on the daily time frames, right? So bias is bearish. So we added the label and say it is bearish. As of now, it is bearish. Can we consider this candle as a high? This candle as a high? Then this cannot be considered as a low. Well, on the 4 hour, this all shit has happened, but from the daily time frame, this is the play. 1.0724 is the support on the downside, 1.0932 is the resistance on the upside. In the pound, I told you that this region may be a very good resistance zone. The price is reacting to that. Now, there is a potential of the price going below this rising channel and then eventually break down to 1.2612 and maybe even below that towards 1.2500, which is the ultimate target for me in the case of pound. The bias is bearish, yes, and upside resistance is around 1.2792 in this one. Australian dollar, a lot of hodgepodge in here. The bias is bearish in this one also, but we are looking for this channel to break to the downside. With that, 0.6526 will be exposed. Any trade below that will expose 0.6453 in the Aussie. Kiwi here seems like on the daily it is trying to rise. It is very much trying to rise. You see the Kiwi is the only green. No. Others are also a bit green, but the euro and the pound are red. So Aussie and Kiwi are a bit green, and I'm expecting actually Kiwi to keep going up before it finds sufficient resistance to push the prices down towards 0.5774. Right now it is going good, but I think this inside bar today or tomorrow will break down to the downside. USD CHF, well, here also this rising channel is holding good as of now. The resistance being now 0.8728, it has shifted from this 0.8712 to this one. This may be taken as a pullback. If you go to the 1 hour, you will see that the channel has broken already. If you go to this, you keep it like this, and then you will realize, okay, this channel is broken now. The price is headed higher. The upside target is 0.8728, which I am expecting to act as a resistance. In fact, these lows I am expecting to act as a resistance, which is happening right now. But we are not sure what will happen when the price will hit this resistance. This broken resistance may start acting as a support because this was also support in the past. So this is an area around 0.8650 where I will be looking for buying opportunities here in this market. All right. What about USD CAD? I'm looking to sell this market. There is a hidden bearish divergence. So now or later there is a possibility of the price dropping back towards 1.3380. Right now the price is trading at 1.3494. The downside is huge in this market. Okay, we have a potential of price that has a potential of going back to 1.30933. The bias is still bearish because of the hidden divergence. Let us see how the things unfold. The resistance being 1.3620, the support being 1.3380. Okay, Aaron is saying that if euro dollar breaks the support of 1.08214 after recheck, should we sell since the New York London session overlap was really bearish? Um, so actually this discussion is out of the scope of this particular webinar, but still I will try to answer that. If euro dollar breaks the support of 1.0821, let me go to euro. If the euro dollar breaks the support of after a recheck, should we sell? So you're saying that if the euro dollar breaks this one, okay, not this one, but this one. Okay, you want to sell it on the intraday, and you see that this was really bearish. Okay, no, I think although this was okay, I will give you one example now, Aaron. You see that this was really bearish. If you consider, yes, these 3-4 hours were really bearish in nature, but even though they were so bearish, the sellers have failed for the last 2 hours to push the price below the previous lows. When does this happen? When there are no sufficient sellers and the buyers are more. Do you agree with this? Here also you see that there is a hidden bullish divergence. The RSI has made another low, but the price has failed to make another low. That means there is a hidden bullish divergence that will take the price back towards, I think, 1.0932. So I am against selling this market above 1.0821. Now, but your question is that if euro dollar breaks the support, should we sell? Since yes, if it breaks, then yes, because all these buyers who entered here, they were able to break the previous highs to push the prices higher. Now if their stop losses are triggered, of course they will be triggered if the price breaks below 1.0821. I mean, to some large extent, if it goes to 1.0810 or so, all these stop losses will be triggered, and then they will be forced to enter the sell. So that means there will be higher probability of the price going back towards 1.0724. But right now I will say do not sell this market at current prices. Okay, uh, I think Arayon is also of the opinion that we should sell like this. So you look for something like this. This is an area where you should be looking to sell. Okay, and you should expect this thing to move up to this thing. I hope you understood, Arion. If no, let me know. So I'm going back to, right, got it, thanks. Oh, you're welcome. So let's go to USD JPY, no, USD CAD we were talking about. So USD CAD, we have a possibility of going to the downside. There is a possibility of going to 1.3380, and if traded below that, 1.3343, and then there are small supports. On the upside, we have a potential resistance around 1.3620. Bearish divergence is still in play. USD JPY has broken, but after break there was good buying from the bottom. But if we go and check the lower time frames, is this resistance holding? Let us check. Yes, the resistance being offered by this rising channel is holding. So since that resistance is holding, we can look for the selling opportunities. There's so much of volume in this particular 4 hour, that is the last 4 hours. But still it was a doji. That means the price could not go anywhere, at least not buying or selling. So guys, I'm actually expecting the price to drop like this now. Okay, 144.35 is what I'm expecting. Anyways, from the resistance point of view, 149.75 is a very good resistance on the daily point of view. You see this high, these highs, these all are in line with 149.75, and on the downside we have a classic support of this market structure at around 144.35. Now the bias is bearish. I told you so that the bias is bearish, and there is a possibility that these lows will start acting as resistance. So if I put a mark on this here, you will see that this is in line with these resistances that the price has offered. And if I go to the lower time frames, say 4 hours, see the price hit this area, found resistance, again hit, found resistance, again hit, found resistance. So you could have, say, open multiple positions over here, but I am also expecting the price to act as a support in this region around 0.8230 area, because these resistances on the daily has been taken out. And if you go even to 1 hour, you will see that there was a double bottom breakout. Okay, how is it double bottom breakout? Okay, 1, 2, reaction high, test, breakout. So this breakout may be retested and then you can go up. This is what I'm expecting. Okay, so I will write this, I will just delete everything and I'll make you understand once more. I just said that this is a possibility that something like this will happen. So right now I think that something like this is happening right now. Okay, and I'm thinking that something like this may happen for some time. Okay, and this may be our opportunity to go long in this market for some time. When I say for some time, maybe up to 0.8274, because these highs are in line with these lows in the past, which were very crucial levels. You see, it holds once, twice, thrice, 4, 5. How many times it holds? So when it comes again to this level, this will be rejected from the bottom, and if it comes from top, it will be respected. Similar is the case with these highs. This was respected, this is respected, this is respected. So if the price comes from top here, it will be respected again, and the price will be pushed back towards 0.8274. That is what my expectation is, but I do not think, I just act. If the price comes here and starts going up after breaking this channel, I will go long at this area. Okay, so keep this in mind. What about the Bitcoin? Well, Bitcoin is rising a little bit to find the fresh resistance and then push down. 32,433 is still the target. Upside resistance is 4914. Downside support is 32,433. Nothing much today to discuss. Okay, yesterday we talked about it, that the bias is bearish below 84.62, although the Brent is trying to rise from here, but still I am bearish and I would love to sell this close to 84.62 area. So let's see how the things unfold tomorrow or day after in this one. I think in this week only we will find a huge sellers to push the price down. That is my anticipation based on this price action here. This is consolidation, a breakout. When the buyers will be exhausted, there will be a huge sell-off. I'm expecting that. Let us see if that happens or not. Guys, at any point of time, if you find that this webinar is helping you to understand the concepts, if it is trying to actually I'm trying to give you some information so that you can make informed decisions how to trade the markets, and if you find it useful for you, you can smash that like button which is below the video. And if you are just sitting idle here, I mean you think that nobody is giving any opportunity to talk, my request is that please ask questions if you have any. If you don't have any question, at least introduce yourself so that we can have knowledge about who has joined us from which part of the world. Thank you very much for your understanding. So like I was saying, that Brent is going up here, but do not get confused because the market structure is down. This was just a consolidation where the price is moving up. It may find resistance anywhere in this distance and the price may come back towards 72.33. That is my understanding. So the last pair that we are going to discuss is the gold, which is right now in consolidation still. I'm expecting it to drop from here towards 1973, where you can find a lot of buyers here. and they may push the prices higher. This is just my speculation, but right now the price is in a consolidation. The consolidation will be over only when the price breaks through this triangle. That's all guys from my side. I hope you understand the support and resistance levels that are in play right now in these currency pairs. If you have any particular pair that you want me to touch upon, please let me know in the chat box. Otherwise, I will be wrapping up this session. All right, friends, I don't see any questions. Once again, I thank you very much for your time. Have a good day. But before I leave, I must tell you that please do not risk more than 1% of your capital on any single trade, and look for a potential profit of more than 3 times the risk that you're going to take. Again, with this note, I shall end this live stream. Please press the like button if you find this useful for you. You can leave your suggestions in the comment section and consider subscribing to this channel for more such webinar. Maybe you can also let me know what you think about these webinars on my Skype handle, and if you want me to answer your any personal questions related to technical analysis, you can write me on the Skype. I will definitely answer your questions. Today I have got some questions, so I will answer them on Skype definitely. I think Arian has written me something, so I will ask what is his problem. Thank you once again for your time, guys. We'll see you tomorrow at 1700. Bye bye. Take care. See you tomorrow.